How's it going? James here. Today I'm starting up a new series that I wanted to do, that is totally not copying YouTube, who is so much better than me, Red X, going over quick lore details of dungeons in World of Warcraft. I'm going to call it Quick Dungeon Run, and we're going to start out with the Stormwind Stockade. When World of Warcraft released, the Stockade had 6 bosses, if you include the rare. They were Targor the Dread, Cam Deep Fury, Hamhock, Brugal Iron Knuckle, Dextran Ward, and Basil Thread. In its modern iteration, this has been halved to 3 bosses, being Randolph Moloch, Lord Overheat, and Hogger. The story behind the Stockades is that it's a high-security prison complex hidden beneath Stormwind's Canal District. It houses all manner of criminals, from thieves to some of the most dangerous criminals, according to Stormwind, in the land. However, when we enter it in Vanilla WoW, a revolt led by the prisoners has caused a state of chaos within the Stockade, driving out the guards and letting the prisoners roam around free. The Warden Thelwater, gave players quests to go into the dungeon and kill Defias prisoners, convicts, and insurgents, and to bring in the head of Basil Thread. The bosses have their own little lore as well, so I will go into small details about that too. Targor the Dread was a Blackrock orc who served under Gathalzar, whose name I probably butchered, warlord of the Blackrock clan, as supreme executioner. His methods were considered ruthless even by orc standards. He tortured men who fought to defend Stormwind on his whim. I can't find any details on how, but he was eventually captured and sent to the Stockade, but because of the corrupt legal system, he wasn't executed like his actions deserved. When the revolt in the Stockade happened, he joined with the Defias Riders. There was also a quest given by guard Burton in Lakeshire to get his head. Cam Deep Fury was a dark iron dwarf who had been supposedly determined as the organizer of an explosion that destroyed a bridge in the Thandal Span, which connected Arathi Highlands and wetlands, as well as caused the death of the brother of Longbraid the Grim. There was yet another quest given by Motley Garmison in Dun Murder, also requesting for his head. There's unfortunately not many details about him, so that's all I can say. Hamhock has next to no details about him, only speculation. The only thing that I'm certain about him is he's a 2-headed ogre, and he's the first boss in this list who doesn't have a quest to collect his head. Dextran Ward also has next to no details besides the fact that he sold dead bodies to Morbant Fell, and he also had a quest given by Councilman Millstipe in Darkshire to collect a piece of him, but instead of his head, it was his hand. Again, not much information on Basil Thread, apart from he was the lieutenant of Edwin Van Cleef, leading the Defias Brotherhood members that were in the Stockade. As mentioned earlier, he also had a quest to obtain his head. There was also Brugal Iron Knuckle, but all I know is he's a dwarf and a rare. In Cataclysm, the Stockade was revamped, with the quest NPCs, including Warden Thelwater, now being inside the dungeon, rather than scattered around. Rather than being all human Defias NPCs littering the dungeon, there is now a human wing, an elemental wing, and a gnoll wing. The boss of the human wing is Randolph Moloch, whose significance is that he was the ringleader of the Prison Revolt, with connections to the House of Nobles. He has a quest associated with him to kill him so that his brother Mortimer Moloch can come in and cause the revolt to end. However, what actually happens is Mortimer fakes his own death and will probably take on his brother's name and continue with the epic schemes. The boss of the elemental wing is Lord Overheat, who is just a fire elemental who you kill and bring his core back to a nurse so she can warm the men so they don't die of cold or something. The final boss of the Stockade is Hogger. He was famous for being quote-unquote difficult for new players. He had a quest to kill him and get his claw, which required a group of players to complete if you were below level 14, and even has soloing strategies on WoW Wiki. He was an indirect agent of the Defias Brotherhood, as was the rest of his tribe, the Riverpaw Pack. In Cataclysm it was changed so that instead of killing him at the end of his quest, you are stopped and he is taken to the Stockade instead. He is currently labelled as deceased, so unfortunately we won't be seeing him show up as a raid boss in a new expansion anytime soon. Let me know what you thought of this video, as this seems like something I might want to continue doing in the future occasionally. And if there's any dungeons you want to learn about, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And that's the end of this video. You can subscribe if you'd like, and I will put out more content like this in the future, as well as gameplay videos whenever I am able to.